362 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with project number 9. Finally, about time. So project number 9 is Crack the Safe. We will be setting up the, the initial, file structure, the essentials for what is needed, the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files, I would assume, similar to the last 8 projects we've dealt with. Well, minus... which one was it that we didn't have JavaScript for? I think it was mouse position that we didn't actually have a JavaScript file for. But aside from that, everything else has had HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I could only assume that we will continue down that path. But from the top for project number 9, Crack the Safe, let's see what we are up against. So with that said, let's continue on. Anyways, what are we looking at? Crack the Safe. For this project, you will develop an interactive game called Crack the Safe. The user will play as a thief. Okay, already this is going to be way more intense than the damn calculator. I can already tell. This is just gonna be brutal. It really is. Let's see what's going on. Hey, McGreenberg. Stop, you say? Hey, little kitty. How you doing? Yeah, look at you. Who's got your tail? Oh my god, you are on a rampage. That is her clicking, scrolling through things. Her toes of destruction. Dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum. Hey, Topher. Oh, stop the Star Wars theme. Good call. Good call. Isn't that right? Yeah, little kitty. You love Star Wars, don't you, little kitty? Yeah, you do. And you love destroying things with your toes. All right, well, farewell. Good luck. Glad you came to visit. No. Just let us at least get through the instructions. Please, tiny cat. We need, there we go. You good? You golden? McGreenberg, let the theme die. Kill it if you have to. Hopefully we can change our list of... Oh my god, you're knocking things off the desk, cat. And now she's killing it. I don't know what she knocked off, but whatever fell to the floor is now being thrashed by little kitty and her toes of destruction with her little dagger claws. What are we doing? Ah, right. Change of theme songs and show tunes for next year. Well, yet another thing we need to try to update and adjust going into the future. Wow, there is a lot to go over in this. This is vastly different than anything else we've taken on. We haven't made it past the first sentence, really. We'll try again. From the top, Crack the Safe. For this project, you will develop an interactive game called Crack the Safe. The user will play as a thief who must crack a safe and make with the loot before the coppers arrive to arrest them. Fascinating. Fun fact about copper. Yeah, that's right. Already getting derailed. So there's copper, and... God, I'm drawing a blank on what else. Copper... and some other one. But point is, so COP surprisingly originates as, if I'm not mistaken, an acronym for Constable on Patrol, COP. So that addresses COP. Copper has to do with the copper buttons on their uniforms. So that's where copper comes into play. And I could have sworn there was a third delineation, but something regarding with these Topher pig. No. Regarding the COP universe or co whatnot. But anyways, that's a fun little bit of trivia. So continuing on back to our severe lack of focus after midnight. Hopefully that gets better with time. I don't think it's going to. Make no mistake. Wait, is that an instruction? No, we're still in the anecdotal story portion of this. I thought that was like a specific thing to do. I was like, mistakes are our jam. We're gonna fail hard. Make no mistake, making a game, even one as simplistic as this, will challenge you. You know, I think the wrong part of the sentence is bolded. I'm pretty sure you, regarding me, should be bolded. I think that would be far more accurate. However, the previous projects you've conquered have helped you build your arsenal of web development weapons, use what you've learned to create something amazing. We'll shoot for borderline functional. I mean, it'll be amazing by my standards, borderline functional by everyone else's. Who remembers the Christmas calculator? I know I do. Like it was just yesterday. Good luck, buddy. You've got this. Good. Dee. McGreenberg 5-0 for the Mustangs they used to drive. I'm pretty... I don't believe... Were they ever rocking Mustangs? I'm not sure that's quite as applicable. Dum. Specifications. Dum. That would be it. That would be quite fitting if that was the case. Dum. Nothing like the good old Fox body from the 80s. Not related to the Fox body. It's true. Came from Cali. Huh. Well, hot damn. I didn't realize cops drove Mustangs. Specifically the 5-liter. The Fox bodies. Huh. Good to know. Well, that's fun. Speaking of fun, specifications. The page should initially be displayed with a title, a brief introduction to the game, how much loot the player has, more on this later, and a button which will allow the player to start cracking safes. The game begins when the player clicks the start button. Once the start button is clicked, a form to crack the safe should be displayed. The player will be given a limited amount of time to crack the code on the safe before being arrested. The code should be randomly generated and consist of 4 numbers from 0 to 9, inclusive, such as 0, 8, 7, 3. Okay. The player will need to guess all 4 numbers correctly and within the allotted time in order to successfully crack the safe. Hint, sounds similar to the number guessing game. Kind of. Yes, it does. The game should indicate to the player whether each of the numbers they have guessed to crack the safe is too high, too low, or correct. Displaying H for highlight, input red if they guess too high, displaying L, input yellow if they guess too low, and display C, input green, and disable the input if they guess correct. Okay, I can see how each of these are slowly coming into play. While the player is attempting to crack the safe, a timer should continue to tell them how much time they have left before the coppers arrive to arrest them. Already, this potentially could take me until June. I mean, the calculator alone took me damn near a month. Oh, it's okay. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Happy thoughts, Steven. While the player is attempting to crack safe, a timer should continue to tell them how much time they have left before the coppers arrive to arrest them. If the player successfully cracks the safe before the time runs out, they will win. When the player wins, a message should be displayed indicating the amount of loot they stole from the safe. The amount of loot found in each safe should be randomized. The loot that was stolen from the safe should be added to their total loot. Whoa, okay. The form to crack the safe should be hidden, and a start button should be displayed to begin cracking a new safe. When a button is clicked, the player will begin cracking a new safe with a newly generated code and a new timer. If the player runs out of time attempting to crack the safe, they are arrested, thrown in prison. A message should be displayed indicating they have lost. The losing message should display a random penalty where the player loses a portion of their loot. Kinda cool. The penalty should be deducted from the player's total. A sane person might have just ended the game here, but you and I both know that neither of us are sane. Yes, good. Okay, love it. Let's be ambitious. 2 calculators in this game. The person to escape prison, you have to code a calculator to escape from the prison cell. Otherwise, you're fucked for the next 60 years. Oh, God. Okay, so let's see what actually happens. No calculators involved. The title should change to escape the prison, and the player will be given the opportunity to escape from their prison cell. Luckily, this prison isn't very secure. To escape the prison, they simply need to pick the lock of their cell. The lock consists of 4 pins in random positions, 0 to 9 inclusive. Hopefully you see a pattern here. Just like with cracking the safe, the player will be given a certain amount of time to pick the lock of their cell before the calculator catches them. We'll have 2 modes, an easy mode and a hard mode, where one's picking a lock, the other difficulty hard mode will be coding the calculator from hell. If they are caught, the guard will take more of their loot. This can continue until they have no loot left to take. Yeah, definitely. I think June is going to be the early estimate of when we finish this game. If they are caught, the guard will take more of their loot. This can continue until they have no loot left to take, which will then end the game. If the player successfully escapes from prison, the title will change back to Crack the Safe, and they will be given the opportunity to continue cracking safes and looting. Extra credit. Calculator difficulty. That will also need to be the pre-production difficulty of at least hard or whatever extreme difficulty option. Whenever we make future games, we'll have normal, medium difficulty, hard, and then calculator. Once it hits production, we'll change it to like extreme difficulty, but people in the know will understand. They'll get the reference. It means impossible. Extra credit. Use the browser's local storage. That was a little bit of everything. Storage and local and just confusion all in one frustrating word sandwich. Use the browser's local storage to save the user's loot, the stage of the game, and whether or not they are arrested so they can continue playing from the place they left off even after closing the browser window. Hey, this is like, what's it called? Flexbox Froggy and CSS Grid Garden. or damn near any other site where you return to it and it continues with your progress. But yeah, if we were to go to Flexbox Froggy, it would remember that we left off on, whatever activity we were last referencing, level 7 of 21, or Grid Garden, like level 14 of 24. Who knows? Just random examples. Anyways, example here is an example of how this might look. Do not look at the source code. That's cheating. Yes, bad, 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 bad. Okay, what are we doing? Dum 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 dum. Deep 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 dee 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 dum 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 dum. Topher, random numbers, forms, and timers. Oh my, it's like this is basically the equivalent of the Upside Down, but in the Wizard of Oz world universe, which I guess would just be 1940s United States, Kansas, but that doesn't sound fun. So let's go with it's own universe, and it's the terrible, confusing dark side of that. Da-da-da-da. How difficult is it from... Oh, what a great question for perspective, Topher. How difficult is it from 0 to calculator? Oh my god. I don't think anything... I'm pretty sure this project, despite being more challenging than calculator, still will rank slightly less challenging. Somehow, I know it's supposed to be more difficult, but I'm hopeful I don't get caught up on 3.5 weeks of confusion. Oh, I'm so glad that thing is dead. Let's check out the example code, and then we can set up the basic files for this project. Again, we're going to be setting up the basic files for Project 9 today. I actually think we're going to set up the basic files for Project 10 tomorrow. And then I know I wanted to dive into our pseudo Project 11, where I tie all of our projects, my sort of the beginning of a personal website portfolio type thing. At least focused around the current projects. I don't know if I'm going to wait to start Project 11 on day 365. I may do the initial setup 2 days from now, the day before, day 364. That way, day 365, I can just hit the ground running on Project 11 and tying things together. But we'll see. We will see. In the meantime, get cracking, kid. Enter the safe combination. 4 numbers from 0 to 9. Grab that loot before the coppers arrive. New game. Clickety clack. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Hey, there's numbers! There's up and down arrows. Think faster. 8, 2, try. Son of a bitch. Attempt to escape. Oh my god. All I saw was that. Okay, you were arrested. We're doomed. It was a good try, not good enough. Now you're doing time in federal pound me in the ass prison. Oh god. Attempt to escape. Son of a bitch. It takes long. Let's just do random numbers. 2, 3, 4. We're not going to make it out of prison alive. We're going to die in here. Eh. Up 1, up 1. Different. Try again. Ah, son of a bitch. We're going to die in here. You were arrested. Crime didn't pay. The coppers nabbed you. And now you get to share a cell with Bubba for the next 5 to 10 years. Attempt to escape. Yes. Damn. Yeah. 7. 9. Yeah. Damn. Too low. 4. Crap. Death. Son of a... Death. You were killed. Well, good. At least we didn't have to spend a lot of time in there. Great. You were caught attempting to escape and face the firing squad. Well, at least it wasn't quartering. Alright. Start over. And it brings us back. Notice we've got our loot. I wasn't paying attention to it dwindling down as we were playing, but I did notice that. McGreenberg, binary search. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Yes, yes, good, good. Checking things. La da 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 dee 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 da dee da. Dum 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 dum. Okay. Let's go on to the following. Because we are looking for... We will give it another shot, despite our complete inability to successfully crack the safe or escape the prison. We're gonna continue trying our best. Da 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 dee 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 dee. Alright, let's do this. Once more, we're doomed. Dun 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 dun. Get cracking from the top, fingers crossed. 7, 1, 3. High. 5. Death. No, try. Damn. I don't think I'm qualified for this. But notice, look. The loot went down from 1,000 to 494. Yeah, cool. Cool. Okay, so we were arrested. However, you're caught doing a hard time. Find your moment to pick the lock and escape. Dum 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 dum. Oh god, we're doomed. We're doomed. Damn, 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 damn. Son of a... Yeah, 5. Death. It's the best we could do. But now, and see, now it went down to 0. Cool. Last chance. Too low. Ooh, too high. That one's helpful because we're at 3. Probably a 2. Death. Still killed. Son of a bitch. And, okay, so the phrasing does change. Last time, the Office Space, I was looking for the Office Space quote again. Damn. Alright. So those update too. God, we're gonna be pulling... This is the number guessing game, and basically the Magic 8 Ball with returning different comments, and so many other things. All of the projects, really, come floating into this. Alright. That is gonna take us so long to piece this together. We'll get there. We will get there. Alright. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Binary search. McGreenberg, super extra credit. Build an AI that can solve it for you. That would be helpful. Maybe we can... Doesn't that start going down the path of, like, figuring out passwords and stuff like that? Isn't that a sketchy road to head down? Although I suppose it depends on what you use your powers for. We can just use it for our cracking the safe game. Suppose we'd all be fine with that. Go for 5s all the way. We'll cut each in half. I think it's the... Oh! Yeah, 5, huh? I should have done that. We'll have to run that through. McGreenberg, yeah, that's what I was thinking. 5, then half until you get the answer. Topher, there's a lot of creative freedom here. You don't have to make it exactly like the demo, but just get the main functionality. No, it's just implementing binary search. Fascinating. Okay. Alright, well, today is just merely setting up the basics for all of this. You know what? I'm tempted. Let's do the all 5s route. 5, 5, 5, 5. Oh, we got a 5. Lower. Is 3 halfway? Higher? 7? Crap. 3. Try. I missed the try button. Son of a... God damn it. Sack of mother... balls. Okay. Alright. Hey, we lost a different amount of money. We didn't lose crap to... Okay, focus, Steven. Focus. Yeah. Yeah, I missed the try button again. Damn you, trackpad. Don't blame the trackpad. You suck, Steven. Deal with it. Gah, fine. You were arrested. Crime didn't pay. Coppers nabbed you. And well, now we're dying with Bubba. Okay. Okay. So close. So very, very close. Once more. All high. Wait. Was H telling me I guessed too high or I guessed too low? Don't worry about we're gonna die in here. We've come to terms with it. H was telling me that my guess was too high, so I needed to cut it in half. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna change them to arrows pointing down. Is that weird? A red arrow pointing down? I guess too high. And then, I think I'm reaching for the stars here. And then I can do the yellow arrow pointing up above the number. Not even below the number, but above the number. To indicate that they need to guess higher. And that they missed it. I'm crazy. Start over indeed. Alright, there we go. I like the fact that we lose money at different rates. I think depending on how well you guessed. Who knows? Someone knows, but we'll figure it out. D. Dum 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 dum. Topher. L means too low, H means too high. Yeah, that would make sense. So if 5 has an H, then 5 is too high. Yeah, I think I guessed wrong. I'm pretty sure 2 games passed, or 2 rounds before, there was the 5 and there was an L, and I cut it in half to 3. That was in the wrong direction. That was my bad. And then I think I also applied that same terrible opposite logic to the following 5s that were marked high. But, anywho. Greenberg, no, that's better. Good. Okay, alright, let's do this. I need to do something on the GitHub front. Do I need to do stuff on the GitHub front now? No, to open, usually we try and prep our stuff prior to the stream. La da 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 dee dee. No. Let's see what to do. We have Atom open now, but if I tie that into... We're in our CSS file. We usually tie everything to our HTML file. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's crack open the GitHub desktop. Let's close Atom. Yeah, quit. Let's check out OBS. There is our Atom desktop. We are trying to do file, new repository. It is... What are we hunting for? This new project, Project 9. Crack the safe. BDX, crack the safe. That'll be good. It'll be perfect. It will fit with everything else. McGreenberg, do you scream, Chris? Topher, not anymore. Hard to find the time, you. McGreenberg, not yet considering it. Go for it, McGreenberg. It's fucking awesome. I believe in you, McGreenberg. I'm trying to figure out what I should do for a Keystone project. Topher, you should. I really enjoyed it when I did. More work than I thought it'd be. True that. Holy hell. Topher, OBS was a pain in my ass. OBS, that's also why I haven't tinkered with the settings. We've adjusted settings like 2 or 3 times this year. That's it. And I'm waiting until I get a new computer to relive all the OBS fiasco on that machine. Yeah, just... shit's too real. It is too real. Okay, we are looking for this, though. So, repository name will be... No. Damn it, caps lock. Rookie move, having caps lock on. Crack... for everyone. The safe. Yeah, that's a decent project name. Command all. Copy, copy, copy. We don't need the ignore or the initialize with the readme yet. And fire away. Create repository. Publish? Publish repository. Crack the safe. Keep this code private. No, we want it public. That's right. Publish repository. Fire away. Deem. Deem. Let's close out of that for now. Now, let's get rid of that in OBS. And we're gonna need to tie in the new freaking window from Atom. This is why I usually prep the repository. I try to prep the repository before the streams for the new projects. That way, then I can easily just create the files. I know it's not rocket science, but I managed to fumble it whenever we live stream the process. Topher, what's a Keystone project? Good question. I was wondering the same thing. I got caught up reading chat and trying to keep things rolling. But yes, McGreenberg could call it Safe Cracker and have the main protagonist be a white guy. That is an option too. We'll keep our options open. What were we doing? Right. Atom. We want to open Atom. Wait a second. Do I want to open Atom? Yeah, I do. And I want to... No, I don't. Close out of that. What the hell do I want to do? I want to have a new file. New window. I don't want a new window from you. I want to go into Finder or somewhere and open from a file the stuff and things that we need. Not documents. Yeah, documents, good. Documents is our friend. No. Close out of that. Sorry. Atom is outsmarting me. I'm losing to Atom. File. Open. Here we go. We're good. Where the deuce is our Atom window? Oh my god, it's mocking me. This is why we don't stream this part live. For some reason, our fail rate skyrockets. McGreenberg, a Keystone project, is like the coding equivalent of a university thesis, but for coding. It sounds awesome, and you should totally stream it. Are you allowed to stream that? Do you have to keep that secret? Not secret, but is it better if you don't just, like, spray your awesomeness all over the internet via Twitch? I'm not sure that's the proper way to word that sentence, but that's what we're gonna stick with in the meantime for now. Let's do... We had... Oh, this is killing me. Dee. Open a file. Dee. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-ba. Like, where is the window? It's just gone. Yeah, this is me struggling with Atom right now. For McGreenberg, I'm sure it's fine as long as the project is unique. I go to Full Sail in Florida. I've heard of Full Sail. The coding school, right? I don't have a lot of context on what exactly it is. College? Is it like is it a school for code development only, or is it just like a run-of-the-mill university? Run-of-the-mill might be an understatement, but I think, you know, for very short summaries, I wasn't sure if it was, you know, like your traditional generic all-encompassing university, or if they were more focused or specialized in developer courses. It's a for-profit design school. Neat. Dum 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 dum. I take it if you're working on your equivalent of university thesis type thing, you're probably nearing the end of your academic travels at said Full Sail school / university / for-profit school experience. Agreeing rate, super expensive. Wouldn't recommend it unless you go on a scholarship. Noted. We will keep that in mind. If we're ever walking down a back alley and someone taps us on the shoulder and says, do you want to go to Full Sail? We'll pay for it. Always say yes. If they don't offer to pay for it, consider saying no. Noted. Pro tip. Alright, let's do this. Let's crack open, new file. No. Is Atom even showing? Atom's not even showing in OBS. You can't even see that I've been staring at a blank file for God knows how long. Let's crack open the following. La da 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 da. What are we looking at? Let's look at the following. Where the hell is OBS? Oh my god. We're going in circles. We have Atom open, and we need to save this. File. Save as. Really? They're just not gonna let us. PDX. Crack the safe. HTML. This is tragic. They're really not going to let us choose where the hell we're saving it. Those slimy bastards. My computer's resisting me. It's rising up. It's outsmarting Steven. It's just awful. It's all falling apart. It's all going downhill from here. Where is... This is just sad. Not new file. Okay. Finally. Open. Holy hell. Oh, let's crack this open. Here we go. We got it. We got it. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Crazy person's choice. There was severe struggling. Adam wasn't opening Windows properly, and it was just tragic and sad. This is disappointing. This is why we don't want to do setting up the files for Project 11 on day 365. That's why I want to do it on day 364. Preferences. OBS noob here. Crack the safe. There we go. There we go. Finally. Let's get this and this repositioned. Okay. 1 and 2. That's slightly better. Not great, but at least Adam is now up and running. Okay. Topher, we're witnessing the beginning of the resistance. Topher, kind of, since we can't see anything. Severe struggling should be your Twitch username. That is very true. That should be. Don't mind me. Think amongst yourselves for all of a moment. Tiny crisis. Alright. Crisis mostly averted. Alright, here we go. We finally made it through this godforsaken labyrinth of nonsense. Hey, no, we need this. We need to do a new file or new folder? A new file. Yes. BDX crack the safe dot HTML. Enter. Ha ha ha, we did it. There we go. Took long enough to get to this point. We can all see this in OBS now. Ugh. Okay. Dot CSS. This is what we were trying to get to. What I was struggling with was quite literally... I don't know why, but when OBS is already running and I had Adam open before in a different window, I went to click, drop down for file, and then open. There's file in the whatever, the toolbar. When you click on file, there's new file, new window, and then open. Open wasn't opening the like Finder computer control like window to find the files. It was just resounding silence and resistance from my Mac Mini, and it was beyond frustrating. So I was like opening different projects, past projects, through other menus, and it was wrong and awful. It was just no. Clearly, we're not qualified for this nonsense. All right, McGreenberg. No, you knew index.html, style.css, and if you were to deploy this project on a server, the server would look for an index.html to serve. Oh, from the base directory. Interesting. Huh. You know, we'll need to make that change. We're going to be updating all the projects, even though we're setting up Project 9, and then tomorrow we're going to be setting up the basics of Project 10. The stuff and such, everything's going to receive an update. And I'm glad to see that they should have more consistent file names, I guess. Especially for this style.css. Because I really want to do... I know each project is its own thing, and each having its own style is cool. But when I do tie them all to the pseudo project 11 master site to have them all, I want to have one main style sheet. I just want to have one style sheet for everything. That way, anytime there's an H1 element or the navigation or any buttons for whatever, I know I can override specifically with span tags or important or whatever is needed. I know they won't all be similar, but I'd like to have some consistency and not have to worry about as much of the nitty-gritty. And just kind of develop a cohesive theme. Maybe I'm dreaming. Topher. I'm so glad I went with easier starter projects instead of the Node.js and React project I was going to give you initially. Best decision I've made. Yeah, considering I can barely open an Atom file, I think we're all in agreement. Easier is the way to go. Okay, we can get rid of this. We have that. Let's do HTML. Save. Dum. Lie da. D. All right. We will... No. What is it? Damn, I can never remember the stuff. The function where it calls the IIFE, the format of it. This is Project 9. I know we haven't had it for all of them, but the majority of them. There's this, and then there's that, and there's the function itself. There's function here. No. Is it function inside? I can't tell. That almost seems right. But it also kinda seems wrong. Isn't there a semicolon in the mix of all of this? Fuck, we are doomed. Like, just permanently doomed. Like 12 months of just blind dreaming. At least we gave it a great shot. At least we didn't let up. Okay, let's see. Continuing on. Best decision I made. McGreen, can you imagine him having to compile JSX? McGreen, we would take a month setting up his project. Topher, when I saw the struggle with using the command line, I knew it would completely derail his stream, possibly his life. Oh god. Saved 3 times. Yes, I saved 3 times. We normally say, and it bites me in the ass when we go to save, especially in my projects. When I'm bouncing between Atom and Chrome, I'll end up like quadruple saving, and then it saves the web page 4 times. I've done that. It's just awful. Anyways, McCraneberg. Okay. Window, document, undefined, arrowy stuff. We haven't made it to the arrow bit yet. We barely wrapped our mind around not allowing variables in our code with the last project. Taking us 12 months to get over variable to let. Now I have to juggle an arrow in my life. It's not gonna go well. We should set up gulp for him so his browser will auto-reload on saves. We're gonna need to set up a lot of crap. There's time... Wait, is gulp the Chrome add-on where it ties to whatever editor you might be using? I'm sure there's a couple different ones. God, I forget who it was earlier in the year, but they were discussing going into... Well, we don't have anything here. We can crack this open. Repositories. Aha! We got 10. Yeah. PDX, crack the safe. Here's our instructions. Here's our sample project. See, things are slowly starting to come together. This is our beautiful project as it stands now. Title. What is it going to be? It's going to be... Oh, that is not what we wanted. PDX, crack the safe. Good. We set up Gulp for him, so his browser will automatically reload on saves. Gulp is a JavaScript task runner. It's the most simple one to use, in my opinion. Good to know. Topher, there's some really simple HTTP servers with live reloading as well. Topher, but command line. Oh no. Do you have Homebrew, BDX? I do not believe so. I'm gonna go with a no on that. There's a lack of homebrew in my life. There's a lack of a lot of things. Hopefully we can adjust for that post day 365. Save. Refresh. Aha! Look at that. We've got a title now for the tab. Homebrew is the de facto... Oh, not de facto. Default? Maybe it is de facto. Maybe it's a bit of both. Default after... It's gotta be de facto. De facto aftermarket package manager for Mac OS. We're gonna try to make the jump to the PC realm over to Windows in the coming weeks or month or so. It lets you easily install things. Do I have to touch terminal? Terminal sad. Command line and terminal. And Steven, don't mix. It's like oil and water and, well, just any other thing that wouldn't mix with those. Like a thunderstorm. Probably those three wouldn't go well together. What are we looking for? Well, currently we're actually looking at my HTML. Nothing is there right now, and we need to link. We're trying to do all the basic stuff that we normally do. We've got link, as well as at the end of body, we will have some form of an H1, just because stuff should be here. And we will also have script. However, this script will be tied to .js. Save. Refresh. That's golden. This is mostly... I think that's relatively okay, surprisingly. Good. Alright. Greenberg, macOS, it lets you easily install things. Yes, you will have to touch the terminal. Ooh, I don't know about that, McGreenberg. You've got high hopes for me. Matt, we will set up a terminal project for you. Yeah, I mean, just weeping into my keyboard. Day 1, year of streaming and learning terminal, 2018. Console terminal. It's gonna be just tragic. So for McGreenberg, today we're gonna change directories. CD, another directory. That concludes the stream for today. Yes, I am willing to, if we can piece it out, maybe. Mr. Zen TV is right. Does Adam have snippets? I don't even know. What do I do with the snippet? What does a snippet look like? How many legs or arms does a snippet have? Do I have to feed it? McGreenberg says yes, it does. I'd set up a basic HTML5 snippet to help bootstrap and save a lot of keystrokes. McGreenberg, there's a built-in HTML snippet he used, but it's meh. I think it has one built in. Terminal is love. I know Terminal's awesome. It just terrifies the shit out of me. Terminal is love. I have Sabin? Cygwin? But I prefer iTerm 2. Oh my's on OS X. McGreenberg. It's an autocomplete when you hit tab. Mr. Zen TV, can I post a link? Yeah, go for it. Link away. Go for it. Fortunately, we had to ban Nightbot because I didn't take the time to adjust the default settings for Nightbot, and Nightbot's super aggressive out of the box if you don't put him in check. So that's why we had to ban Nightbot. He was just anti-fun. We've got a lot of stuff we need to change for the new year, but that's all post day 365. Till then, we're just, again, we are the space shuttle returning back to Earth, currently incinerating through the atmosphere, and we're just letting gravity take its course as we hit day 365. All we can do is cling on till the end. The link, Stack Overflow questions, how to make a custom autocomplete in Atom. That might get you closer. Mr. Zen TV, I use Atom for small tedious stuff. I use PHP Storm for my main dev stuff. Let's click on the link. Mr. Zen is sending links our way. Let's look behind the curtain. Dum 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 dum. Deep 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 deep. Dum 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 dum. Crap. Star Wars theme song. Sorry about that, McGreenberg. My bad. My bad. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dee 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 dee. It's either Star Wars or Sound of Music, so your choice. Oh god. Let's do the following. Okay, we got 2 links. Okay. This is I don't know how far you are on your journey, but if you are somewhat new, albeit 360 days in, Stack Overflow is your friend. We do enjoy Stack Overflow. 50% of what I do is Stack Overflow. That's kind of cool. We leveraged Stack Overflow quite a bit as our main go-to resource when we were chipping away at Code Wars, because frankly, a lot of the katas or lessons, challenges is probably the best fit. Were covered in some form or fashion, mostly in most part on Stack Overflow. So we've referenced it quite a bit. All right, make a snippet in your snippets file. I don't know if we're going to do this now. This is more of just reflecting. Again, because there's no learning off stream. This is the time we get to read. Which is also why we don't do tons of reading on stream, because everyone else would throw themselves out the window. I digress. Let's keep chipping away at this. Make a snippet in your snippets file. First, open your snippets file. I use Command-Shift-P. Search all actions. Hey, we've done Command-Shift-P in this. See, look at that, Command-Shift-P, right? There we go. This guy. We were doing it for auto indent in our last project, because I was confusing myself and pissing off all the viewers with my terrible indentation. That fucking calculator. Thank God that project's over with. Anyways, okay, Command-Shift-P, snippets, then select application, open your snippets, snippety snip, source and stuff. Okay, so there's some tiny amounts of doctoring and connecting some loose ends from here and there. Okay, CSUN is CoffeeScript, Jason. We'll need to further peruse that, and we'll need to look into this a bit more later on. But noted, we've got the links. We know where to look. Let's close out of that. Topher, don't just copy and paste from Stack Overflow without understanding what you're doing first. Agreed, yes, because that was one of our holdups for Code Wars even, was that we would find solutions that would work very well. A lot of those bitchin' one-liners using regex that it looks like a bunch of alien symbols off one of the ships from Roswell. But we didn't really understand those, so we couldn't really leverage those solutions. So we've tried as best as we can to hold off and only use solutions that we can wrap our minds around. Usually looks like something a caveman would code, but that's okay. Plenty of room to grow from down here at the bottom. Mr. Zen, use it as a reference, a guide to get you to your answer. Copy paste. 1, doesn't help you learn. 2, you'll never know what kind of script assholes put on there for lols. Mr. Zen, mostly, however, typing out the syntax is 1,000 times more beneficial, however trivial, than copy and pasting. Spaces or tabs. Get ready to leave the room. JK. Sorry, didn't mean to derail what you were doing. Oh, not to worry. Shiny objects and different colors easily distract us from what we're doing. I end up sidetracking myself more than most of the viewers' comments, so not to worry. We've spent a year now just chasing the shiniest object we can get our hands on. McGreenberg, I think Adam defaults to spaces to follow linter recommendations. Topher, no worries, it happens frequently. See? Exactly. Topher knows. Mr. Zen, I do tabs for the main fact that I'm lazy. Being 100% honest, McGreenberg, I use the tabs, but then I started using linter and switched to make it happy. Not really sure why it's preferred by them. Mr. Zen, there are a lot of features I still don't have worked into my workflow in PHP Storm that if I did take the extra time, I'd be much faster / better. Once you figure out what stack of software / services work for you, dive deep, learn the ins and outs, change keybinds, and you'll accelerate and save a lot of time / trouble. Noted. Alright, so we were shooting for essentially just setting up the file. Not even... we should do just the core basics. I don't really want to, like, fully dive into Project 9 yet. We're meant to just set up the file. This is what we're gonna do tomorrow for 10. And then the following day for Project 11. And then day 365 will be us actually chipping away at Project 11. We're saving... Project 9 is going to be our ace in the hole, but it's probably going to be I don't know, at least a couple days or a week or so. I don't know how much I'm going to get confused in my own Project 11. Trying to set up a I guess, portfolio or project site. I don't know how long it's going to take me to piece together all of these. We'll get there. We will get there. All right. Dum. Where does that leave us currently? We should have stuff here. Save. I think stuff should be there. I think we're golden. McGreenberg, I suggest we use jQuery this time around. Mr. Zen, I was about to ask if you'd played with any libraries. Not yet. Bootstrap for HTML, jQuery for JS. I mean, well, we've dabbled with some of them briefly during our travels at Code Academy and Free Code Camp. But for our current projects, the closest that we've come to using jQuery by even any substantial amount was just the jQuery API for random user generator, the API request. But aside from that, which was very little, small amounts of jQuery, if you could quantify it, but we really haven't added a whole lot. Most of this has been fairly vanilla, as I'm just trying to come to terms with the basics. I'm sure it would be a lot easier if I were to implement some more effective library type things. But yeah, we're just come to terms with the fact that we're a beginner and we're lost and confused and just trying to cling on to the dream. Mostly. Dum 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 dum. Bootstrap can say Bootstrap for HTML, jQuery for JS can save a lot of time and headaches. That's my preference. There are plenty to compare and find the ones you like yourself. McGreenberg, jQuery makes writing JavaScript really easy for new users. $.get. Oops. Put use strict at the top of your JS file. Mr. Zen TV, I remember when JavaScript was the bastard child of the internet. It turned into this massive behemoth of a scripting language. It's so powerful and useful now. It's night and day. Dun, 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 dun. It's been good. We've come to terms with JavaScript. We have a long ways to go before we get anywhere decent. But we will continue to go down that path. I think that's I'm torn on how much progress I want to make on this project now, because it's going to be the same 3 things. What's today? Today is what? Oh, well, crap. Today is technically tomorrow. Son of a bitch. Because we start the stream minutes before midnight. So it's already the 29th. But anyway, so what? 23 and a half hours from now, later today, will be today's stream. Day 363. So for day 363, we'll set up shopping cart. Just the core file structure. Like this for Project 10. Then for day 364, December 30th, we're going to set up the core file structure for Project 11. That way we don't have this terrible slow beginning of confusion for day 365. And then day 365, I'm going to try to piece together whatever our master site is. It will probably look similar to, well, God, I hope it doesn't look too similar, but Quest for the Holy Grail, which we can track down over here. File. Yeah, we're gonna shoot for something that's better than this. But we'll need to have all of our projects somehow tied in. It's gonna be a long day. No guide for that. Alright. What's going down? I think we are going to, now that I've come to terms with, I think this is as far as we're gonna make it tonight, sadly. We can start to wind things down. What do we have? Mr. Zen TV, it's so powerful, useful now, night and day. Then again, I remember blank. McGreenberg. Happy someone knows what I'm talking about. The classic Marquee. Back in the Marquee days, I have no idea. 20 years ago, Mr. Zen TV, 20 years ago, you'd be using front page, if not further back. Let's build our HTML with nest tables. Well, you still get a lot of goofy old age HTML and emails still, it seems. Notepad if you're really hardcore. You can program strictly in Notepad, you are good. Then you'll never do it again. Some really good IDEs out there. Doable, but torture. Mr. Zen, sent you a follow on Twitch, BDX. Any plans for programming in the next year? Absolutely. Definitely. It's just the dynamic. We've developed a bunch of quirky traits for, I mean, obviously I'm weird, but like the stream itself that I've been managing is inherently weird because it evolved. This was an exploratory journey, and we just sort of wound up with this. So all of our learning has only happened live on stream, so I'm not able, I mean, I could and I should be checking MDN during my free time and reading up on crap and making adjustments, but none of that occurs. All of the learning has happened live on stream, so I've like avoided coding when I'm not here on Twitch. So my learning has been severely like stinted, curtailed, handicapped, if you will, and it's just been like a really odd growth path. It's still been awesome, but a lot of those weird quirks are going to change. The other thing is that I mean, finding time to stream is hard every single day. Some of them are shorter, some days are longer, but I'm looking to do multiple streams a day. I'd like to be able to work on the same project if I've got an opportunity 2, 3, 4 times a day for the same project. So there's just a lot of, like, everything is going to change slightly somehow. So there will be some streams where there's no mic audio in case it's late. You notice the lights are off. We've got our missus next to us trying to sleep or do whatever. So it's an ongoing battle. So we're just looking to like tweak all of those to make it more livable and beneficial for the coding stuff. Because now that we're a year into it, I wanted to see if I'd like it. And learning to program is freaking awesome, and I think everyone should do that. So yeah, good times. Kind of a weird little rant there, but that's what's going down. So yeah, good times. What are we doing? Sent you a follow on Twitch. Thank you for the follow as well. I forget if we threw that out there. Topher, things got weird. Mr. Zen, lol. I like weird. It's okay. McCreer, PDX.js. Zen, I'm a 6'5" combat veteran programmer. I don't fit the mold either. Been programming since 7 with QBasic web dev around 12, 13, 32 now. Went off to the war. Back in IT as a CTO web developer. Well, that's awesome, man. I love this stuff. Way cool. Yes, it has been a fascinating journey so far. 362 days of mostly confusion, learning scattered throughout. Dum. I think with that said, we probably are going to back out of this noise. Let's go ahead and close out of this, close out of that. We can commit and push what little foundation we have for our Project 9 to GitHub. And we should be good. Mr. Zen, really excited to see people get into programming. It's a lot more approachable nowadays. And the need for programmers will outpace new programmers. So it's a great field to get into. Bad Panda, bitchin' username. Which languages have you been learning? Primarily, we've been focused on JavaScript, but to leverage and utilize JavaScript to its fullest, it's sort of attached to HTML and CSS, so we've been juggling all 3 of those. The goal is to develop our JavaScript skills. Goal is a strong word. This has been an exploratory journey, but we have dabbled with 12, 13, 14 different languages from Code Academy earlier in the year. Python, PHP, Ruby, React, whatever intro React courses they have. So we've got quite a bit of perspective in general. However, the knowledge base is extremely shallow. When it comes to HTML and CSS, we fare a little bit better, and JavaScript has been the reoccurring theme throughout the year. hopefully that answers your question. Mr. Zen, oh shit, using Git, I like it. PHP is my primary. Bad Panda, whoa, very cool. You've touched lots then. Yes, definitely. It has been a long, long journey this year. We're glad to have it come to an end. The year-long journey again. We're looking to change up the stream quite a bit and dive into coding even harder. We were looking for something. GitHub. Right, we're supposed to land this bird. Call it quits for day 362. Yes, day 362. Da-da-da-da. See, look, here is a great example. So this February 3rd, no, what is that? February 7th? So that is back at Codecademy where they had us set up our a GitHub account or profile or whatever you want to refer to it as. So then Topher here, October 1st, is where all of the projects that Topher hooked us up with came into play. And we've been chipping away at these projects instead of those tutorial sites like Codecademy, Code Wars, or Free Code Camp for most of these days. There were some gaps. I think this largest gap here had to do with... God, I'm drawing a blank. There have been some days where we haven't commit and push our progress or changes we've made. So there's that. But the largest gap, I think, here had to do with Flexbox Froggy and CSS Grid Garden, both by CodePip, both amazing. Little quick game microsites to understand Flexbox and CSS Grid. But now we're finishing out the battle. We are nearing the end of the year-long journey. We were looking for something. Right, so anyways, we were just looking at the span in time of when we had experienced stuff and how long we've been chipping away at it most recently. Let's go to OBS. We need the GitHub desktop, and we want to commit and push all that goodness. Ta-da! Wait a second, I say ta-da. There we go. There we go. We can see it. We can see it. Set up initial files. Copy, copy, copy. And we're pasting. Commit to master and push that noise. Cool. Close out of that. Get rid of that. Double check everything loaded successfully. Repositories updated just now. Crack the safe. Son of a bitch. Was it crack the safe or cracking the safe? Okay, it was crack the safe. Oh, that was close. That was close. Not a big deal to anyone else. Big deal to Steven. Beautiful. 22 seconds ago. Awesome. Wow, lots of other comments and stuff. Bad Panda. Touch lots of stuff. Yeah, same. I know PHP. Way cool. Good times. Mr. Zen TV. Good. I'm happy you've hit a lot of different things so you can get a feel for what you like and what to dive deeper into. Hey! Bits. 10 bits from Mr. Zen. Thank you. Awesome. Mr. Zen TV, that's awesome. Topher, high five, brother. Yeah, Topher, he's been a crucial entity in our journey since the beginning. Bad Panda, are you looking to turn this into a career? Quite possibly. I think so. We are starting to consider it more and more as an option. Bad Panda, it seems like you're on the right track for the future. For future awesomeness. good time. I'd hope so. Yes, we're looking to expand our presence on Twitch, but and as well as our understanding of programming and development in general. Mr. Zen sent you a DM, Topher, if you don't mind, brother. Cool, cool. People connecting. Love seeing that. Awesome. What were we doing? So we updated this, and I think that is pretty much it for today. Let's go ahead and back out of this noise into OBS. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view today's stream. Today we had McGreenberg, Topher, whom else? Mr. Zen TV, as well as whom else was in chat, I think, and Bad Panda. That was basically everyone in chat today. Way cool. Thank you again for you guys stopping by to hang out, providing tips, tricks, recommendations, and whatnot. It is all greatly, greatly appreciated. Day 362 comes to an end. However, the adventure continues tomorrow with day 363 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.